My topic today is on bullying. The textbook defines bullying as repeated acts of aggression by one or more students directed toward a victim who often appears weak or isolated and thus becomes more vulnerable. There are many different forms of bullying. There is direct physical aggression, which involves hitting and shoving, verbal and nonverbal aggression, which is name calling, threats, intimidating others, relational aggression, which is ostracizing, isolating, or reading rumors about the victim. And then more commonly, especially in this day and age, is cyberbullying. And that's on social networks, whether it be Instagram, Facebook. Cyberbullying is all over the place. Bullying is identified as a serious problem in schools, and if it is not taken care of, it can lead to serious and long-term emotional consequences. Um, Along with bullying in schools, a lot of schools have come up with school-wide programs to address the bullying. These could include a development of school anti-bullying policies, consequences for bullying behaviors, education to all the students about the problem, and also social skills training. And most importantly for bullying, we need to be monitoring our students. Even when they're not in our classroom, they need to be monitored in the bathroom, in the hallway, anywhere they can be alone, they could be bullied. So we need to be sure that we're monitoring our students all the time. If your school doesn't have any programs that address bullying, there are many actions that you can take to help bring awareness to the problem. You may not see it happening, like I said before, because it could be in the hallway or at recess or in the bathroom, and it could even be cyberbullying. It could be happening not even on the campus of the school. If you know that bullying is happening in your classroom, you need to talk to the students about the problem. This could be a whole group or even alone if you're having a certain issue with the same students every time. Um, you need to lead a discussion of the causes and effects of bullying and let the students know that you admire students who have the courage to give support to the victim. If the bullying is physical, school policy should come into play, and that may involve a school counselor for resolution. Something that I found out while reading is a lot of schools do like fun and innovative things in order to talk about bullying, but I also think it's important to teach students that it is a very negative thing that students have gone through and to make sure that they understand the importance and the severity that can come from bullying. So even if you do make a fun little song or do fun activities, make sure that you're still teaching the importance and the horrible things that can happen to some kids who are bullied. Um, Something that can really, really help with bullying and preventing bullying is to teach students social skills that can be used to help prevent bullying or to keep it from escalating. Social skills help students communicate and resolve conflicts more effectively, as well as promote friendship and working together. Ways you can do this, you can learn about and respect other students' perspectives. Uh, you can be involved in active listening, and this is from a child's perspective, your student. You can teach them these things to do in the classroom. You can teach them about negotiation and problem solving. They can learn about asking and giving help. They can learn taking turns and waiting, which is really important, especially in kindergarten. And then dealing with a disagreement. So many kids nowadays do not know how to resolve their own issues. They don't know how to talk about their problems and figure out what the root of it is. So it's important to teach them how to deal with their issues. Um, Domain 2, Component 2A, talks about the classroom environment and creating an environment of respect and rapport. The teacher interactions with the students reflect genuine respect and caring for individuals as well as groups of students. Unfortunately, there are teachers who do bully their students. They are negative to them. They don't treat them how they would all their other students because they have this prior thing that might have happened that causes them to kind of resent their student and not focus on the positive things that happen. So we need to be sure as teachers that we're not bullying our students, even though you may not see it as bullying. If it's hurting them, it's bullying. And for students, this is also in component 2A. For students, the students demonstrate genuine caring for one another and monitor one another's treatment of peers, correcting classmates respectfully when needed. When I read this, I thought about debating. When it comes to debates nowadays, they're negative. They're not learning anything from it. It's just everybody pointing the finger at the other person. So I think it's important as teachers to teach students, like I mentioned before, how to handle their problems and how to debate like an adult and actually have clear and concise conversations and hear other people's point of views. So that's bullying. Thanks, guys.